So good morning, Professor Marciniak.
Good morning.
We would be very happy if you could share with us the story of the reform that you took part in promoting.
Well, that's a story that happened in my life as an adventure, in fact. I mean, I, as a mathematician, was worried somehow with the results of Polish students in the PISA study, because it was stagnated for many years. I mean, we were somewhere around the average, but our ambitions were higher. And then we started thinking, me and my colleagues, what to do. And we discovered pretty soon, after analyzing the outcomes of the study, looking item by item what was the trouble, it appeared to us that our students are not ready to deal with problems they didn't see before. So they were quite fluent when it came to apply known algorithms, but when it came to looking for solutions for something they have never encountered in the classroom, they would just drop the problem. So we decided to make a reform that would change that. And there's only one way, in my opinion, to do that. You have to force the classrooms to deal with such problems. And of course, the first thought is that you should convince teachers to do this, but it's not so easy to change the ways the teachers teach, because they are accustomed to their ways, and I understand that. So we decided to force this by changing the national exams. We had at that time until today 2 national exams at the end of at the end of elementary school, in those days at the end of the lower secondary school, and the second one at the end of high school. And these are quite important exams because they are the main factor deciding to which kind of school you can apply. So we prepared a change. We redesigned the national curriculum, put a lot of stress on mathematical reasoning and argumentation. And most importantly, we produced hundreds of example items that could examine that and announce them long before it was implemented, like 3 years earlier. So the teachers could get accustomed to them, and it was announced by the examination system, not just by the ministry. So that was credible for the teachers. Teachers were looking at the past exams, trying to implement them. Now they took the new examples, and then the exams came finally, and it was a success. And that happened in around the year 2010. Since then, we have such examples of items on every exam. It's not a problem, and it really helped to improve the PISA results. We've seen the first effect in 2012, then 2015, 18. Poland moved up. Not only the best students have improved, but also the weaker students attempted to do these problems. Not everybody succeeded, but this situation that we started from, that means that they just dropped the problem they have never seen, stopped. That is a success, I think. And what was important, when we were starting the reform, then the minister and vice minister were going around the country meeting the teachers. That was really something important for them. That meant that's a high-stake reform. Direct talking to teachers, and also very important that the examination system takes active role, so that it becomes credible. That is their change. They have to believe in it, first of all. Yes, you cannot create the situation that they say, well, we prefer the old way, but the ministry told us to change, we are on the side of the teachers. We had to avoid that. So we have convinced, first of all, the people from the exam system that, first of all, they are able to make such items by themselves, because they will have to continue it, yes? And then that it will be a success. The good communication is the heart of the matter here. And if you communicate well with the examination system and with the teachers, then the parents won't be worried, because the parents are and the grandparents even are also part of the game, because everybody cares for the children.
Thank you very much for sharing your experience with us, Professor Marciniak. This was fascinating.
Thank you very much for inviting me. I'm always ready to share, with this provision, of course, that not everything that I say is applicable everywhere.